booking on your date book this week, go ahead and just, coming up, I'm sorry, in the future, one booking on your date book right now for the future. Stand up. Yay! Bookings are the lifeline of your business, you guys. It's so crucial that you're constantly getting new bookings because people are going to reschedule. And if you don't have bookings on your date book, it's kind of like your heart stops beating a little bit in your Mary Kay business, your Mary Kay heart. Okay, and then 3 bookings. Stay standing. 4, 5, 6, 7. But Sierra, I have to give it to her. Sierra started last week. How many bookings do you have? 6.
Oh my God.
That is huge. They're like parties, right?
Yeah, 2 of them are parties.
That is exciting. Congratulations to you. And then Chelsea, you come on. Okay. So come over here so the camera can see you. All right, so Kelsey is number 1 in bookings. Yay! And so tell us, how are you booking? What are you doing?
From the referrals, I have been using Fishbowls too, so I have the Fishbowl text that I do, but really looking for bookings and then doing the referral stuff.
I love it. So you're doing what Leah Carter told us to do. Yeah, and I think you are too. That's so crazy. And you have the most bookings. It's ironic. I see a common denominator. And Kelsey, she kind of reminds me of the Energizer Bunny, right? Yeah. Because like you never stop going and you're always the queen of booking. How do you not run out of energy? That's my question. Kelsey?
I don't know. I keep that momentum going, and then it keeps me excited.
What's your natural?
Can I have some?
Touch my hand. And what's your tip?
I would say keep the momentum going because there's been a lot of times in business where I've stopped the momentum and just keep going.
Keep it. So book like a booking a day. Just kind of, yeah, I love that. Yay! So can we take our picture with these little gals? Okay.
1, 2.
Okay, yay! All right, and then if you held at least one, we're all set with this. If you held at least, you can take it with you to your seat if you want.
Oh, no, it's okay.
No, you should put it on your chair. You should too. Who wouldn't want to let it go?
I know, I'm like, of course I did.
Put it on your bed mantle tonight. Nothing more than sales. Clean as sales. And
I wanted to do that.
That sales week, Akua's gonna put you on target to earn your star too. So
Well, that's what I was like trying to figure out.
yeah. So the next star quarter starts on March 16th through June 15th. So March 15th or 16th through June 15th. It's 3 months always. And so that'll be the next star quarter. And in that quarter you have to do the star amount.
Oh, okay.
And so what you did is double a star week. A star week is holding or selling $300 in 1 week.
Oh, okay.
So you did way over that, almost triple.
Okay.
So if you focus on $300 a week, you'll be a star with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I can do.
Like that. Okay, so we have that all set. And so if you have at least one sharing appointment with your director this week, stand up. Yeah. 2 chairs?
No.
Okay. All right, we're gonna just do that next week, and then we're gonna have. You want to be holding like 2 or 3 shares with your director a week. That's gonna give you that amount of team members you need, and also the practice you need to share the opportunity to gain that knowledge. So, okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. You guys get to sit on our meeting for a minute. Are you guys okay? We're really happy. I know it's kind of weird. People aren't like that in the real world, but it's okay. Okay, so tonight, what we're gonna do, I actually want to ask you guys, when it comes to selling, I want you guys just to shout out a couple things. Not like, oh, I can't sell anything and it never works or whatever. Like, tell me some just 1-word things that you need to know more about when it comes to sales. So just like shout them out.
The product.
Okay? Like knowledge, product, okay? Close, open. Do you know how to close out people? Do you know how to upsell? Do you know upselling? Okay. Any others? What? How to close. Close. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? You guys are all master sellers?
No.
No, you said one. You said product. So product knowledge. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Yeah.
How to not feel guilty about asking for the sale.
Like you're asking for money. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, like awkward maybe. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if that's a 1 word. I don't have to explain it, but like, you know, when you check in with them like
Hi,
every couple of weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
How do you like engage that into the sale?
conversation.
Like,
Yeah.
or like even the website, like I have my website, but like people have looked at it for a product but never purchased through it.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
How to implement my website.
Yeah. Oh, like so they're looking and then you want to know what to say.
Like I want to earn money in my pajamas.
Good thing they're not in here anymore. They're like, these ladies are crazy. They're talking about earning money in their pajamas and her clothes were on. And
Right.
I don't think they knew to take, I don't know if they were like, is she serious? I'm like, they didn't say anything, so then I got really nervous. Okay, so that's okay. Okay.
I think I kind of went like this.
Giving up. Okay. Thanks, Brittany. Brittany just makes me feel better. Yeah, I did.
Giving away products.
What do you mean by that?
You know,
Like, how much to
Like
give away?
samples and
Okay,
things like that, you know, like when's the best time and who's the right type of person, you know, like
Okay.
ideas.
Okay, and then tonight we're gonna do a new thing, and I love all of you, but you're gonna put your phones in the middle of the table face down. Yeah. And you have to be in the middle. And I know we have babies at home, so you can totally check it. If you need to make
There
sure
you
your
go.
baby, yeah, Amber, what are you doing? Good. Okay. Okay. But you can check it if you have a baby. That's fine. But your kids are fine. They're fine. Their house might be dirty, but it's okay. You'll deal with it later. The only reason why is because
You're happy.
you are away from your family, so let's make the time count. We have 1 hour together all week, and we can make it valuable. I'm not on my phone. It's not fair for everybody to be on their phone, so we're gonna just do that, okay? We used to do that with Stephanie. You guys remember? Jeez. That's really scary.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Is anybody mad at me because I made you do that? Okay, good.
I don't want to avoid you.
I think it's sometimes good. I'm like, okay, I'm glad people make me do that. Like my mom does that to me, and then I'm like, it actually makes me like, okay, I'll stop.
And as you guys get older and you have children that have phones, the exact same thing. Because there are no phones at the dinner table.
Yep.
Dinner is in the kitchen, at the dinner table. Even friends, they come over. Well, I need to text my mom. Oh, she can wait 10 minutes.
My dad gets super mad because on Sunday nights I have my computer on the table watching Anna,
Oh
and he's like, "What are you?"
Oh no, he's gonna hate me.
And I'm like, "You didn't get to watch me with my headphones and I listen to Anna talk for an hour."
Can you just tell me that you can hear me okay? I don't know who's on right now, but I hope you can hear us okay. I'm gonna check mine one more time. Okay, well, I hope they can. I hope you can. Okay, text them, actually text somebody in our unit if you can't hear us okay. Okay. It's okay, they know, they know. Okay, so tonight's training, and like I said, buckle up. I have like really good info for you. And so now that we're not on our phones, we are like focused, we're intentional, we're gonna make this time count, and it's gonna make us have our best week yet. Okay, so tonight we're talking about selling. So if you wanna label your notes selling, we're talking about the 4-hour plan. So we did follow up last week, how to follow up with your clients in a good way. And then sales is this week. So selling, I should have wrote selling, but selling or sales, whatever you wanna write down. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do tonight is, in your notebook, I need you to take out a piece of blank paper, like a blank piece of paper.
Away from our note.
Yeah, if anyone needs one, like I have a ton, but pull out one full sheet, and it needs to be ripped out. And we're gonna take a couple minutes, like, and I really want you to like examine what this is doing for you. And it's gonna be kind of quiet and awkward for a minute, but really please take this seriously, because this we did this weekend in our director workshop, and like it made my brain flip really good, in a good way. So I need you to, on the top, write down your goal. What is your non-negotiable goal in Mary Kay? And this, if you're new, it could be like, I'm gonna see 20 faces this month, or you know, even if you're not new, that could be your goal. I'm not saying like sales director or whatever. It can just be your next benchmark. What are you working on right now? And like when it's your goal, it should be something that like if I ask you, you can say it like that. So always have one of those, because if you don't, you're gonna find it hard to be like getting out the door and excited to do what you're doing. So what's your goal? Okay, on the top. Is that written out pretty big on the top? Okay, so now below that, and I'm gonna be very vulnerable with you in the next 10 minutes. So I'm gonna show you mine, and it's between us. Okay, so below that, I want you to write down all of the reasons what's stopping you from achieving that goal. What's stopping you?
Are these on 2 different pages?
Just rip out one piece. Write your goal on the top. below that, write down the reasons.
I'm on my last page. I'm really on my last page.
Okay, so let's just be kind of quiet and write down those reasons. What's stopping you? What are your excuses? What are you allowing other people to say for you or think for you? Why haven't you achieved that yet? And if you're new, like you can even just say maybe some thoughts that you're having. Like it doesn't have to be that you haven't, it's been your goal forever and you haven't done it. Maybe some thoughts you're having, stories you tell yourself. And then just look up at me when you're done with your reasons. Mine went for a long time.
She's having hot flashes.
It's sympathy taking.
Okay, so we have all those reasons, okay? Okay, and then how do we feel about those? And then is there any other thoughts you're having when you look at them? I have one. I'm not going to share until Brittany, what is it? What's another thought you have when you look at those?
It's like all self-talk.
Okay, so maybe yours have like a sequence of
Yeah.
one main factor. Yes, mine were like, those are stupid. Why are you even thinking that? Like, not you're stupid. Just like, I almost was like, I really think that, and why? I don't even know why my brain does that, you know? And that's not really even a valid reason. Like, that has nothing to do with that, you know? Anybody else want to share any thoughts they have when they look at that list? Does it hit you at all? Like, do you feel that? Like, where you're like, I don't know why I think that, or, okay. So I'm going to show you mine. And so my goal at the top over here is to be a top director. And so even as a director, you still have goals that you haven't achieved yet. And on the back are some reasons that I'm being very vulnerable with you. Because I want to be real with you, because I want to show you that even directors, you know, you might look at them and be like, gosh, they have it all together or whatever. We still have those thoughts too. But the difference is that we learn how to self-coach ourselves where, you know, if I'm having that thought, I have to snap out of it quickly because I know it's going to affect my future. So here's my reasons. And I made them black like a funeral. So just so you guys know. The first one is, what if they don't like me? Like that is I'm going to be really honest with you. That's a thought that I have very frequently. Does anybody else have that thought ever? Like, what if they don't like me at my facial? Like, what if they're mean or something? And you know what's so funny about that is when I saw 40 Faces last month, there was not one person that was mean to me or did not like me. So I proved myself wrong. Actually, this is one that I should probably take down a little bit now because it's actually, I proved myself wrong on that one. Another one is mommy guilt. Sometimes I feel like, gosh, you know, should I be with Grayson 24/7? Should I be? I don't know. Should I be? Am I serving him by being away, you know, 1 or 2 nights a week, which is nothing. But that's a thought I have. It's a story I tell myself. And then another thought I have is, what if I fail? Like, what if I say I'm going to do this and I tell the whole world and I post it on Facebook, and then what if I don't do it? Then what? Am I going to like hate myself? Or are people going to think I'm weird? Are they going to like judge me and be like, oh, she didn't do what she said she's going to do? Or are they going to look at me and say, man, well, at least she put it out there and she can shoot harder next time? Or I don't know. That's a thought I always have. And then the next one would be, will it be worth it? So let's say I put these hours in and I do the work to get to where I want to be. Is it going to be worth it? Like, am I really going to be a better person? Am I going to be happy I did that? I don't know. Will it be worth it? And then the bottom one is just fear. I think all of these kind of tie in, but fear is something that we all have. I think if we were honest, it takes over. And so I have fear, when it comes to being better than I am. Like, what if I'm not a good top director? What if, I don't know. So that's something I have for sure. So that's my back. So now I'm going to show you what I did. And now you're going to do this too. Every black one I turned into how I'm going to self-coach myself out of that. So the top one, and if you're this person and you say like, what if they don't like me? Or if you think people don't like you, that is a story you are telling yourself. So if that's something that you're consistently telling yourself, like, oh, I should ask Akua for, advice, but she doesn't like me. You just told yourself that. Nobody ever told you that. And so this is one that I struggle with as well. And sometimes it's just something that maybe happened to you in your childhood, or it's a victim mentality. And so when I'm thinking like that, I have to stop making it about myself, because you don't know what's going on in that person's life. Or if they ever, if I asked Amanda a question once and she was busy and she whatever, that doesn't mean she doesn't like me. That just means she's busy or whatever. So it doesn't mean whatever. So I just wanted to point that out too, because that's one that's been really big for me, that me and my business coach have worked on for a long time now. Okay. And then top director. So this is top director. So what if they don't like me? Everyone loves you. And I was telling myself that. They do. Everyone loves me. And I'm going to put that out there. Maybe there's one person that doesn't like me, but that's okay, because that's okay. But there's always got to be one. But everyone loves you. And like I said, when I saw those faces, I thought that was powerful. I was like telling myself this crazy story. Like, these people don't like you. What if they think Mary Kay's weird? Blah, blah, blah. And what happens when they leave? Brittany, I know you see a lot of faces. Kelsey, I know you see a lot of faces. Amanda, I know you see a lot of faces. And I'm just pointing them out because they have consistent, big months. So when it comes to that, Brittany, when people leave, do they not like you?
No, they almost like you more because you built their self-confidence.
Right? So that story is just absolutely crazy. You're like, what the heck? Okay, so mommy guilt. Grayson will have more choices and abundance in his life. Grayson will get to go to any college he wants to go to. Grayson he'll see a champion as a mom. He will see a fighter. He will see how to fail. There's two ways to fail. You just fail and you give up, or you fail and you come back and you kick back 10 times harder. Which one do you want your kids to see? I want Grayson to see that one. And so when I have mommy guilt, I have to remember that I'm using him. He is my why. He is not my reason why not. Grayson will never remember the 2 nights a week I'm holding parties. He will only remember vacations to Hawaii, vacations to wherever we want to go for his senior trip. He will remember those experiences. He's not going to look back and be like, well, when I was 3, you didn't tuck me in on Monday nights. No, he's not going to remember that. And I always make sure, I was telling somebody this weekend, I always make sure that when I'm away, he's with someone who's probably giving him more attention than I would be. Right? So I know Brittany, like Riley, he goes to grandma and grandpa's, and like that time is precious. For me, he goes to his mom's and my mom's and his grandma's, and there's a matter of time before those people aren't here anymore, and he gets to spend that time with them. I remember my grandparents, and why wouldn't I give that to him? How am I going to feel guilty about that? And then I'm there for everything else. I'm there I get to pick and choose. If I wanted to be with him on Monday nights, we could switch it around, but I like to go to school with him every day. I like to wake up with him. I like to eat breakfast with him. I like to, read stories to him. I like to do that kind of stuff. So 1 or 2 nights a week, yeah, it's a sacrifice, but I think sacrifice is such a harsh word. Sacrifice is like when people's families go overseas. Kate, your husband is being deployed this year. That is sacrifice, and thank him for his service. Mary Kay is not a sacrifice. This is just a choice that I'm making for our future, okay? So that word is kind of harsh. Just if anybody's using that, it's like you're making a sacrifice to go make money. Like it's not that big of a sacrifice. You're having a good time. Okay, it's actually fun. You go home and you're like, oh, I'm on top of the world right now. And then the other one was, what if you fail? And then I put, what if you fly? Like what if you don't fail? Have you ever thought of that? How will you feel? How will you feel? I will feel great. Will it be worth it? Yes, it will be worth it. And the reason why I know that is because what I love about Mary Kay is since when I advance myself and I promote myself, so when I say top director, this means I want our unit to be a top producing unit. And that's not just about me. That's about me being a better coach to you so that you can have your best life. Whatever you want out of your Mary Kay business, when I'm a top director, I get to go on trips. I get to go hang out with women who are where we all want to be. And so that way I can transfer those skills onto you. So it's like a new level of training, and therefore you guys are earning your cars. You're staying at home with your babies. You're earning 6-figure incomes. That's why I want to be a top director, because I will be able to touch more lives that way and help other people, as well as you guys. Like, you know, people in your lives, their lives will be changed because you choose to promote yourself as well. So that's what I mean when I say top director. Okay, so will it be worth it? Yes. Short term, not sacrifice, what's a different word? Choices. I'm gonna say choices for long-term gain. You know, when it comes to being a national in Mary Kay, like the compensation is incredible. Of course it's worth it to work extra hard now so that when I'm 40 or 50, I can have flexibility, even more flexibility than I have right now. Like, that is worth it to me. And then fear. And then I just put, you have got this. Because fear is sick. Fear is not of God, it's of the devil. And I don't know what you believe, but fear is of something evil. It is not what you are supposed to be made up of, okay? So that is what I put. So now I want you to take out a new sheet of paper. You're gonna, after you transfer these, you're gonna crumple up the old sheet. So take that one, and I want you to reverse those thoughts. I want you to self-coach yourself to think. I mean, I give you 2 sheets if you want to use the other one too.
What if it's on this one?
Okay, well, yeah, whatever you want to do. So take out a new sheet and then reverse the thoughts that you wrote down. What's stopping you? And then what are you going to do? How are you going to think differently about those? Does anybody want to share one of theirs? No? Okay. Just asking.
I will.
Okay. Which one do you have?
If I ask, they won't want to talk to me again because all I talk about is Mary Kay.
Okay.
Or that's what they think all I talk about.
And so what are you going to say on the other side of that?
I don't have
I have a good one, but do it. I'll hear yours.
That's one. I put negative feedback. Like when you're, yeah.
Have you ever gotten negative feedback
Yeah.
from clients?
Well, not from clients, from people that tried Mary Kay in the past.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
They
they're
don't
like,
like it.
yeah.
Do you know how to overcome that?
No, but I know for the most part, most of them's like, well, are you wearing Mary Kay? Because if that's the case, it looks like it's back a little bit bad.
I always ask them, how long has it been since you tried it?
Oh, okay.
And if they're like 20 years ago, I say, oh girl, it has changed so much since then. Why don't we give it another shot? And if you hate it, I'll never ask you again, but I promise you will like something when you try that day. So, yeah. Okay, so reverse those thoughts. I'm just give you a second. Yes.
So I actually wrote something and now I'm going back writing the good, and I actually just read what I wrote on the bad one. I was like, wait a minute, that's not even true. Why did I put that?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I put, I'm scared to fail again. But I didn't fail.
Right.
I just caught myself just reading it to myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
Fear of success.
Fear of success? Okay. Yeah. So what are you going to write on the other side of that?
That one's kind of pondering in my head.
Maybe I'm made to be successful. Okay. And then just look up at me when you're done, and then we'll move on with our training. But this was really, really powerful for me this weekend. Is anybody else feeling that? Like, okay, good. Okay. Was mine helpful? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do like 1 more minute, and then you guys can finish this up too.
What if we're stuck and don't know how to flip it?
Tell me.
Oh,
What do you want me to like look at it, or do you want me to read it?
the first one that I told you,
Yeah.
and then the second one is They won't like the products because I have had that one big return, and
Okay.
that's like all it is.
Okay. So they won't like the products. I will say, but everyone else everyone I meet loves me and loves learning from me. Or just because one person didn't, that doesn't mean the other 69 haven't, or however many you didn't. I would just put something like the proof of what. I mean, there's always going to be one person. So, something along those lines. And then the other one you said, the negative feedback, I would just say, you are powerful, and anyone you get to be with their life will be touched. Even if they don't like the product or whatever, you still can touch their life in some way, make them more confident.
One that I'm having a hard time with is telling other people no to work on my own goal. Like when friends and family are like, oh, let's go do this or let's go do this. And I don't always want to just hang out because I want to work on goals. But then I start having a self-talk of feeling guilty telling them no.
I would put, you are strong at time management. Always stick to your boundaries.
Mine would be procrastination and laziness. Because I'm just to the point where I'm so exhausted with life in general that I'm like, I just want to sit down and just breathe. And then I just get lazy. I don't read. I barely even watch TV. I sit there and just take that breath. So
Maybe. So that's what's stopping you? Is that you're lazy? Or that when you're being lazy?
I feel that I'm being lazy just sitting there, but I know that I've got so many things in my head that I want to do that I become overwhelmed with life and Mary Kay that I'm just like, okay.
But you're not lazy. Every day make your 6 important things list, most important things list.
Okay.
Because you're not lazy. You're just making a choice at that time.
Okay.
And I relax. I like to relax. But I also have a boundary for it. I know that like from this time to this time I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get on my phone and make 3 booking calls or something productive. Because otherwise I feel crappy at the end of the day if I did nothing.
Right.
So that's not serving me or my family by me feeling like a dud. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's how I feel
Right.
when I'm breathing.
Right. So make your 6 most important things list. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I think we're all set with that portion. But I thought that was really powerful just because what we think is stopping us isn't really what's stopping us. And we know our way around that. So really be cautious of, self-coaching yourself. So tonight we're going to talk about selling. And I know you're going to laugh at me because throw away the crappy ones. Yeah, those are done. Crumple those up. Those go in the garbage. They're done. But hey, you wrote them out and at least you came to terms with them, okay? Because it's powerful to write down what you're thinking so you can prove your brain always wants to prove itself wrong. So, right. So when you crumple that up and say that it was not correct and you wrote down the right answer of what you should be thinking, your brain just flipped that thought. And that's what I was trying to do with you. So tomorrow when you're thinking that thought, your brain will say, oh no, but remember, like they love you or whatever. So it'll start flipping it. Okay, so selling. 5 major tips for selling. And you're gonna laugh because most of selling is not what you're saying. It's not the script you're using. It's not like the magical walk you have when you get into that person's house. It is 100% in your, no, I'm gonna say it's 94% in your head. It is 94% in your head. So we're gonna talk about some of those things tonight because some of us have wounds or stories that we tell ourselves when it comes to selling, and they're not true. And so we're going to talk about those. So number 1, and yes, I do have some skill that we're going to talk about tonight, but the bulk of the training is going to be talking about your head, because when your head is not right, you will not sell a thing. You will not sell anything. Amanda and I could go into the same appointment with the same group of women who have the same amount of money in their bank account, and I'm having a crappy day, and Amanda is, and I'm showing it, and I'm just acting like, here's the cleanser, whatever, and I hope you guys like it. Do you guys want anything today? And then Amanda goes in there and she's posed and polished and she knows how to do it. And she's, even if she had a bad day, she's acting like she's having a great day and she wants to focus on them. She's going to sell like 20 times more than me. So it's not really what you're saying or the words you're saying or your product knowledge or your whatever. It is to 6%. So if you were to ask me what ingredients are all listed in the CC cream, I don't know. I don't know. But I know I love it, and if I really need to find out, I will Google it after the appointment and tell you right then and there. You know what I mean? So it's not so much that stuff. We get hung up on that stuff, all of us do, on the perfect words to say throughout the skincare class. Be yourself and focus on her, and you will sell a ton of product. But what I do want to tell you is that there is a body that you need to have to your skincare class. There is a correct order, and that's that 6%. The 94% is these guys right in between here. So, number 1 is take the trash talk right out of your mind. Like, that's enough. We all have stuff. We all have, that person in our life. We have a bad day. So we can either dwell on it, or we can choose to get over it and basically make our days better. And then tonight, after we leave, or when we leave, Brittany's gonna help us with this. I didn't tell Brittany this yet, but the bubble sheet, we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna implement this in the next week. Thank you, Kelsey, for printing these out. But we're gonna all leave with this, and I really wanna make a pact that we're really gonna do these, and I'm gonna explain how it works. But this is gonna keep your mind in the best place possible, and you are gonna feel so amazing when you complete this. So I'm gonna talk about that. Just remember bubble sheet, we're gonna talk about that. And some of us heard it in January Jumpstart. We did it for 3 days and then didn't do it again. Okay, we need to do that. It works. It's not just made up for fun. So be cautious of your vocabulary. I'm gonna make some new rules in the anchor unit. We are not gonna say only when it comes to an appointment. So if you box me and you say I only sold $30, I'm not gonna respond to you. I don't know. That sounded mean, but whatever. Because only just sounds extremely ungrateful and as if you wish you wouldn't have gone there. And I just feel like that's rude for this person to set aside time for you. If you only sell $30, how much money did you make?
15.
And how long were you there?
No.
If you cut it short because she's not buying a lot, about an hour, is that more money than you make at your job, or just about the same, or more than minimum wage for sure? $15 cash. Okay.
I live in the Bay, sorry.
Only, I hate that. So let's be conscious of that, no onlys.
Well, I was gonna say if you're used to saying only, it's gonna be hard for me because I say only for things.
But I'm talking about after your appointment.
Oh, okay.
So you get done with your appointment and you check in with me like everyone should after their appointments, and you say, hey, Anna, I just want to let you know I just got out of my facial and I only sold $10, but okay? No more onlys, because there's so much good that can come from an appointment if you only sell $10. Because if I only sell $10, you know what I'm going to make that girl do for me? I'm going to make her work for me. If she wants product, I'm going to work it out with her. I'm going to do a silent hostess program for her to go sell product to all of her friends to earn her product for free. I'm going to get so many referrals from her that I make more than only $10 from all of her friends, okay? So there's a way to work that. If they can only buy $10, then you make it work for yourself. You meet 2 of her friends who have more than $10 on them, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, the next one we're going to take out of our vocabulary is hope. So, Amanda, when are you going to be in your red jacket? She is already. And she says, oh, I hope by June. Hope? Has hoping ever done anything for anybody? Not me. I had to work to get to where I wanted to be. Hoping, I could hope in my sleep, and that's not really getting me anywhere. So hoping is just, I feel like it's a word that's tied to an excuse. So you say hope because you're hoping that it happens, but if it doesn't, you just said I hoped it would happen. So you're kind of if it doesn't happen, there's nothing on me, okay? Now, when I ask Amanda, when are you going to be in your red jacket? And she says, by May 31st, that is a different thought process in her own mind. It's not so much what she's saying to me, but in her head is thinking May 31st, May 31st. At all of her appointments, her goals are going to align with May 31st, When you say, I hope to be by, June, then it's, is everything okay? Oh, no, everyone was looking over. Are we good? Okay, no one's passing out or anything. Okay, good. Okay, so hope. And the same thing that has to do with that is try. Try. So, Akua, let's do a share appointment this week. And Akua says, yeah, I'm going to try. I'll let you know. It's not happening. It's not. I'll tell you right now, it's not happening. I'm going to try to have a good appointment this afternoon.
No, I will.
I am going to have a good appointment this afternoon. This woman's life is going to be changed, and I'm going to have fun with her. Which one do you want to put out there, okay? So try, and then maybe someday, maybe some days, So those are the words that I thought of, and, it's not that I'm, like, coming down on you, but these are words that have critically changed my business. And also when it comes to my sales before my parties. When I'm leaving Kyle with Grayson for the night, and he's helping me by having Grayson or my mom, and she says, Anna, I have a good appointment. And I say, oh, I hope so, I'll try. Do you think that's respectful and am I putting good things out there and investing my time? No, that's like rude. Like, that's just weird. Don't say that word. It's not, I shouldn't say the word weird, but it's just not powerful. It's not confident. It's not posed. It's not polished. It sounds victim-y. Okay, it just sounds like, well, I tried before, and that's what gets me, is people are like, oh, I tried that Mary Kay thing. It's like, no, you didn't really try it, because if you would have worked it, you would have had amazing results, but you just tried. And so if it didn't work, then it's fine, because there's nothing attached to that, okay? Done on that rant. Okay. 2, others focused. I'm going to drill this.
Are we in 2 and 3?
Just 2. First, I'm going to stop the trash talk with all of that.
Okay.
The talk, all the talk. Okay,
Oh, so cautious of
2, yeah, it was along with that.
Okay.
Either way, it's fine. Okay, so 2 is others focused. Really, please, at your appointments, you guys, be conscious of this. Do not use the word I unless you're saying your I story. Your I story is a 2-minute story, the only time in your facial when you get to talk about yourself. And, I use a couple of examples in my facials about product when I say, like, yeah, I used this one time. That's fine. But I mean, I'm not going to be like, yeah, my son Grayson and we went to the park today and, he pooped in the stroller and da-da-da. Like, I'm not going to do that at my appointments. Stop talking about yourself or your kids. We love your kids and everyone loves your kids, but don't talk about them at your appointments unless they ask you about, like, they'll say, oh, you have a 2-year-old, and then you can answer, of course. You can't be like, I can't talk about my kids or anything, but be conscious of that. I notice this so much, and what this is saying to that woman who you are selling to on the other side of that chair is, I don't really care that you're here right now. I would rather just talk to myself and use this as a therapy session because I need to get out. It's like mommy time or whatever. So it's not, you're working, be professional, okay? So others focused, and you're there to serve her. Like, I almost think of it this way. I used to be a server, so I used to be a waitress. I think of my facials just like I was a waitress. So, can I get you a water? Or if I'm at her house, like, can I help you with anything? Can I help you clean up? I really think of, like, how can I serve her in this moment, along with her skincare? What can I help you with? Like, what bothers you about your skin? How can I help you? I am there to help. I am a servant to her. I want to have servant leadership. I want to be there for her, and I want to help her. Okay? Don't make it about you. And when you do this, these are selling tips, because I guarantee you when you do this, you will sell 10 times more than anybody in this room if you implement these. I promise you. So don't use the word I in your appointments, except for in your I story. And I'm going to show you where your I story goes into the body of your skincare class. And the I story sounds like this. Hi guys, my name is Anna Dorn. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I started my business 4 years ago with the intention of, just making a little bit of extra money, and now it's turned into so much more for me. I've earned three free cars. I have a little guy named Grayson. I'm engaged and I'm getting married and I have another baby on the way. And I love what I do. I've used Mary Kay forever and I love these products and I'm so excited for you guys to try them. Done. They know my story. Okay? That's how you talk about yourself. So make your own I story. You guys should know it. If I ask you it, start working on that. Or in the car, maybe practice it on your way to your parties. It'll come in and make your own story. Like, Kate, I'm going to make one for you right now. But like, hi guys, my name is Kate. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I am a stay-at-home mommy and I work my business because we're taking our little guy to Disneyland in 3 months. And I'm so excited to be able to make some extra money to make that happen. I've been working my business on and off for I don't know how many years or whatever. I'm just making up a story. And I love what I do and I love these products. They've changed my life and my family's life and my skin. And I'm so excited for you guys to try them tonight. Done? Yeah. My husband is in the, you could say he's in the Army. Like, tell him a little bit about that and that's it. because then they're gonna find little pieces to like relate to you. Women want to be related to, okay? Okay, so 3, be confident. Now, I heard this really powerful story this weekend. A national sales director, Rebecca Evans, she was talking about when she took her first offspring to see, consultant. She was a consultant. She took one of her consultants to Mary Kay's house. So Rebecca got to choose one consultant to take to Mary Kay's house. This was way back in the day. And when we got there, Rebecca's consultant had always had a gap in between her teeth, okay? So it was a big gap, and she wouldn't smile. So at all of her appointments, she would never smile. She would talk like this. She would, if Mary Kay smiled at her, she would go like this. And Mary Kay pulled her aside and said, hey, can I ask you a question? Of course, Mary Kay, you listen, you're like, yes. And she said, why, Mary Kay probably has a way sweeter voice, but she just said, like, why don't you ever smile? Like, what's going on with that? And the woman said, I have this big gap in my teeth. It's bothered me my whole life. And, it's just, I feel insecure. I feel like I can't smile and I can't talk to people. And Mary Kay said, listen, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your profit for the next 2 months and you're going to go home and you're going to take what? She said, how much is that going to cost you? Mary Kay said that to the woman. And the woman said $1,000. And Mary Kay said, you're going to take every penny from your sales the next 2 months, and you need to go and get that fixed. Not because Mary Kay cared, because this woman was not being who she needed to be because of her confidence level, because of that tooth. It's just a tooth. If you don't love your teeth, I'm sorry to bring that up, but,
I was the same way. I had it when I was younger and absolutely
it bothered you.
Until I finally got a frontectomy, I think that's what it's called.
Frontectomy or something?
Basically, I had too much tissue, and as soon as I took that off, my whole teeth changed.
Really?
So I can completely relate to that story because I never wanted to smile because of it.
So she goes home, she gets it fixed, starts smiling at her appointments. The next year she comes back and she's not only a director, she's a Cadillac driving sales director. Went from consultant to Cadillac driving sales director in 1 year just because of the difference of her confidence. So that's why when I say it's in your head, it is in your head. Because it's you being the best you can be so that you can transfer that to other people with our products, okay? And so be confident. Fix what you need to fix. Stop complaining about it and just fix it. I mean, there's nothing really cosmetically wrong with any of us, but if there's that one thing that you're just like, I don't like the roots in my hair right now, and I don't feel cute when I get up in the morning. Well, at Sally's, there's a box of dye for $3.50. You go fix it. If that's too cheap for you and you like to get your hair done, then you go sell 2 miracle sets and you have $100. You go get that fixed. Because it's not fair for you to keep going out to your appointments not being the best you can be. Maybe it's your outfit. Maybe you get up and you hate your clothes. Trust me, I've been there. And what do? I go buy a new outfit. Because when I walk into a party full of successful women and I feel amazing, I know I'm going to do amazing. If I feel crappy, I can tell. I feel a difference, And sometimes it's just like a cool necklace to like spice up your life. And then you're like, I'm more confident right now. So, I've been in rooms of women who are like millionaires and I'm doing a facial with them and I'm thinking like, I hope they like it, because my brother works in medical sales. So he got all of his doctors together. These are neuro spine doctors, okay, women. And I'm like, okay, this is funny because they know more about the body than I do. But I looked great, I felt great, and I sold a ton. They didn't care. They just had fun. You know what I mean? We overthink that. So all the way from them to my fish bowls, like you just have to feel good about yourself. Maybe it's as simple as you pulling out a new lip color out of your inventory. Brittany, I know you've done this since you started Mary Kay.
Conference.
It looks awesome on you. But you can tell there's like a confidence that comes with it. Like she puffs her chest a little bit.
You were like,
I wanted it. Yeah. It just makes it could be as simple as that to a gap in your tooth to a scar on your forehead. I don't know. But you know what I mean? There's always something. So Mary Kay, I love that story because Mary Kay just said, like, you need to fix that in order to get to where you want to be. So I love that. Daily choices. And maybe like for me, it's my, it was always my weight. Like I lost a lot of weight in the past year. I don't know if anybody knew me about a year ago, but that was something that bothered me. And I said, you know what? Enough is enough. This is dumb. I know what I'm doing wrong. I need to wake up every morning and make a different choice. So sometimes it's just a daily choice to get you a different result or feeling. Okay, so number 4. you know when you're eating like 4 cheeseburgers, it's not correct, right? Just kidding. I used to go to like Wendy's with Stephanie Hall and be like, I'll take 3 cheeseburgers and 1, no, not 3, but you know that that's not right, you know, so some choices you can make very easily. Okay, 4 is know that our products are incredible. Yes, you may have 1 person that returned the product. I have 2. In the past 3 months, I think I've seen like over 175 new faces. I've had 2 women return product. They did not return their entire order. They returned a repair line because she was extremely allergic to it. Her face broke out. What did I do? I returned it and I said, why don't we get you on the Miracle Set? It's just a little bit lighter. It's not going to have as much powerful ingredients inside of it, and it's not going to be as potent. Tried it. She loved it. She's on it. Okay, we're good. Okay, so if that's your fear, and maybe, you know, there was another lady who returned a big order. It was a pretty big order. Her name was Valerie. And instead, she just used, because you get a credit from Mary Kay when you return something, instead she used that entire credit to just get all makeup because she couldn't use our skincare. It did not affect my budget at all, okay? At all, because Mary Kay shipped it to her for free. And then the other thing I want to tell you about that is that when someone says this, you do not text them back. That is my number 1 rule. If someone, you check in with your clients and she says, oh, it's not working, like I got a hive on my face, you don't just text back, you call her right away and you pick up your phone. I don't care if it weighs 300 pounds. You pick it up and you say, hey, I'm talking, like people think their phones are heavy because it's hard to pick up. They're like, no more weight talking or cheeseburgers, we're back on the phone. Okay, so you pick it up and you just say, what's going on? Tell me. Don't just text her back like an hour later, that's rude. She's having an issue, we gotta help that. Brittany did that with her lady and it totally helped. And then the girl was like, yeah, I think I'll keep this and I'll return that, and it worked out. So, you know, that's one of those things.
Like Anna told me, like, go to her house today or tomorrow, like, go see her. And I think that really changed, like, her perception, because, like, when I got there, she was, like, freaking out. I could tell she had a wall up, and I sat down at her kitchen table with her. She pulled out the products, and I said, okay, tell me what you don't like about each one, what's going on. And she did, and I said, okay, like, let's, I'm gonna give you a sample of the timelines, like, tell me what you think tomorrow. Right. And so the next day, she's like, it's still bothering me. I said, okay, like, I know what you've used before, it's great, like, it works for you, let's do that. Let's just try it on the vitamin C serum, like, that way we're not using it all together, we can kind of figure out what it is. And she loves the vitamin C serum, and that's the only thing she can use. And I told her, great, like, I'm glad you're happy with that one product, because I don't want your face to break out. Right. So if that's your one product, that's your one product. Like,
yeah. And another thing too, if you ever do have to, like, because you can, my shoe just broke. That's okay. If you ever do have to, I got these at a garage sale for $2. I really liked them, so don't judge them, but I thought they were cool. Okay. My mom took me to like this weird estate sale, and I was so mad about it because I don't like dead people. And so it was in I don't. I'm really scared of shows that have dead people. What?
Who does?
My mom's client.
she likes dead people.
No, my mom is an estate like planner, and so she took me, and it's like this person was just here last week, and then they died in their house, and now I have to look through their clothes, and like the granddaughter had bought a bunch of like Steve Madden shoes, and so I was like, oh, hold up, like I found something, so that's why I was at a garage sale. Okay. Anyways, garage sales are great. I like them now. I was just so mad at her that day. I don't want to go to a dead person's house. Sorry, I just don't. Ugh. I don't even let Kyle like watch dead people shows. Like it just really, even I know it's ketchup, but it just doesn't make sense. I start sweating. I like smell it or something. I'm like, nah. So anyways, know that our products are incredible. And if that happens, I do want to encourage you guys, when we talk about the 60-40 split with your money, did you talk about that on the new consultant thing with me? Did you talk about how to manage your money? Yeah. Okay, so when there's that 10% that we should be saving, we need to have a little bit of a money reserve. So if someone ever does need to return a foundation, or she just is like, my husband did not want me to spend that money, we need to have a little bit of a cash reserve so that way it's not affecting our budget. So have a little bit of money in reserve somewhere. I tuck a little bit of money in a separate account so I can't touch it. And if I need pens for my party, I have that money. If I need, samples to sell more product, I have that money. It's not coming out of my, personal checking. It's coming out of 10% of my sales. Okay. So that's where, if you're like so scared of that, have a little bit of money reserved so you just know that if that happens, no big deal. Okay. Number 5. Oh, no, so here's the fun example. So know that our products are incredible. You guys want to know something really funny? Okay, so Sephora. They're in 5 magazines right now. I need to bring them. I'm going to find them this week and bring them. 5 magazines. You know what the Sephora ad says? I need to bring it so you can see it. Can you see it?
Tammy told me. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what the ad says? It has 3 women on it. And it says, come party with your friends. And then it says, come into our store and try products for free with all of your friends. Wow. What do we do? Same thing. And guess what? If you it says bring up to 8 friends to the Sephora store. Yeah.
Wow.
And guess what? Guess what they give you if you do that?
A lip gloss.
Guess what else?
Wow.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Nothing. You don't get a single dime if you bring 8 friends into Sephora to buy product, basically. Okay?
So they're making hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. It's
It's a good deal though. You get to go party with your friends. So what do?
But
We
you
party
can
with
go
their
Fenton's
friends
afterwards.
and we have fun and we spoil our hostesses.
We take their friends.
We love their friends. We make friends with their friends. You guys, we really have to take it back to the kitchen table. Go to people's kitchen tables, facial them, facial their mom, facial their sister. That's what these big companies are bringing it back to. So I don't want to hear that story. No one wants to hold a party with me because it's not true. That's what these big corporations are going back to because things have gotten so fast paced that really people just want that extra loving. They want that attention. They want you to sit there and be 100% honed in and focused on them at their kitchen table or at the studio or at your kitchen table. That's what people want. They want that personal touch. Now has never been a better time to hold parties and hold facials and hold, appointments with people and pay attention to them. Isn't that hilarious? In the ad, I have to bring it. You can probably find it if you have like People magazine at home. It's on there. It says, come in and party. Now, another funny one, Restoration Hardware. Does anybody know what that is? Yeah. Okay, so you want to know something cool? Every Sunday morning before the store opens, you can bring in 4 friends and do a free cooking class. And you get to look at all their products and try all their products to cook with them. You know what you get for that? Nothing. Perfect idea, though. I mean, I'm going to bring all my friends in and blah, blah. They're doing the same thing. They're coming back and doing what we're doing because they're realizing that it's very effective. We are in the right place at the right time. If that says anything to me, that's what that says to me. I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing a job that is working because why would these multi-billion-dollar companies do that? Because they know it works. They're finding that Mary Kay and companies like us are selling so much. Yeah.
So when you're booking, for example, the referral, you're giving, like what I do is I give the hostess their $20 gift certificate. But then the other 2, they're just getting their little goodie bag. So should we be offering maybe like an extra, like say, oh, I'm going to give you a mascara if you bring 4 friends. Like maybe start implementing that a little bit more, knowing that they're now trying to push this out and show that like we can give, because I'll be perfectly honest, I don't give a lot of free product out. I probably don't give enough out. So is that something I should probably start kind of maybe tweaking a little?
I would do what you're doing,
Okay.
but what I've been recently doing is at their follow-up appointment, they will get either a free brush collection or a free travel roll-up bag from me.
Okay.
Or at their color appointment, they get 50% off of everything that they use that day.
Okay.
Sephora's not even giving a discount. So you can give a discount or a gift card. That's still important.
Okay.
And so, like, you know how we give away those free travel roll-up bags sometimes on the sets? I changed mine. I will bring they get the free travel roll-up bag, but I will bring it to them at their color appointment when they have 2 people there. They get it for free. They bought the ultimate set, and I say, oh my gosh, you're one of my VIP customers. You get this free bag, and at your color appointment, I will bring it to you for free. You get it for free if you have at least 1 or 2 friends there to join us.
What if they say, oh, I don't want a color appointment?
Then I'll say, well, we can make it into like a pedicure party. We can do like masks and do different products that we didn't try today.
So
Or
you're
you
still
know,
being in front of them another time.
Yeah.
You're just not doing color, you're just playing the
And that's why the travel roll bag is good because that's not a brush collection. So they can either get the brush set for like 50% off or do the travel roll-up bag and there's
Like that.
still you're hitting both targets. If they're like natural and they don't want a brush, they don't use makeup, then they get the travel roll-up bag. If they use makeup, then they get the brush collection.
Well, a lot of times we were giving the bag like free. Then when they book their appointment, they get their brushes half off. Like that's even more free.
Yeah.
Where this is like $2.
I just
down.
literally like a week ago I just changed that because I realized I was just like handing it to them and I'm like, no, I'm gonna bring this to your next appointment.
Okay.
And then it ensures that they're gonna hold it. And then I can coach them from there. And then you'll get a free mascara when you have at least 4 friends from there.
I like
Next
that.
week we're gonna be talking about coaching and how to double that party size and make sure that it's gonna hold with enough people there.
Okay.
But yeah, I realized I was just giving it to them for too easy. They still get it for free. I'm not holding it, like I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just saying, okay, I'll have it for you at your color appointment. That way I know they're gonna hold their appointment to come get their free $35 bag.
Do you
When
say
they-
that in their closeout? Like
Yeah.
you're writing up, okay, like
Yeah.
I'll bring all this stuff to you at your color appointment. Like when's a good day to schedule that?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so and then number 5 is to be prompt and professional. Never be late. I leave my house at least 45 minutes early. We talked about this on the hangout the other day. Always wear a skirt or a dress to anything Mary Kay. This can be a maxi skirt, maxi dress, whatever you want it to be, pencil skirt. Mary Kay just always asks that we at least always wear a dress or a skirt. So that is something to know for sure. I have one Mary Kay skirt that I wore to everything. So if you don't have one in your wardrobe, Ross has them for like $3.99. And I wore it to everything. Yeah, they really do. I was just there. And then that's that. Okay, so the last thing I want to touch on is we need like 2 more minutes. So the last thing I want to touch on. So selling, like seriously, these are my tips. My tips are not say this, do that, do this. These are my tips, and I'm going to leave you with something to learn all of those skills this week. So the 6% is the skills. And there's really nothing I could train on tonight and be like, say this at your appointments this week. You're probably not going to implement it the exact same way. When it comes to that other 6%, it really comes down to what you do. Are you listening to a training every day when you're sitting in your, you're doing your hair in the morning or on the way to work? Are you listening to a Mary Kay hotline? Are you getting inspired? Because I cannot inspire you. I can only teach you what to do, and then I can inspire you. I can't motivate you to go do it. So that's what we're going to talk about lastly. I did want to tell you guys that you always want to have a goodie bag at your party. This is what my goodie bag looks like. If you guys want to pass it around. It has my business card in it, a piece of candy, and a small sample. That goodie bag cost me about 30 cents, and it doesn't break my bank. And that's how I get to the closing station. So at the end of the party, I just say, okay, guys, I'm super excited to get you guys your goodie bags. I have them over there at the table. If I'm in someone's house, before the facial starts, I set up a little bit of a closing station away from the table. And basically, they get their goodie bag when they come meet with me. And I just tell them, okay, so I just want to give you your goodie bag. Make sure everything feels good on your face. And then also, if you wanted anything to take home, I can help you with that too. We have some specials tonight. You always want to use a closing sheet. Don't use a catalog at your appointments, your skincare classes, because the catalog, what's going to happen is they're going to go through that and be like, I want the $1 brushes or whatever. And you're like, okay, that's not what we were doing. And then the body of your skincare class. So let's write this really fast just so everybody has this correct. The first thing you're gonna do is do satin hands. Ooh,
No, you're good.
you're gonna do satin hands. So you're gonna meet and greet people, and this is really your icebreaker. So you always do satin hands to start the class. And I love it because it gives them that first feel of Mary Kay, and their hands feel amazing, and they're like, gosh, I love this stuff. The second thing you're gonna do is have them fill out their profile card immediately before the facial starts. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is open the class. You're going to tell them the facts about the Mary Kay business or the Mary Kay company, our company. After you open, you're going to do the I story, which is what I just talked about earlier, which is your personal I story. And so for some of you guys that have been Mary Kay for a while, maybe it's time to spice up your I story a little bit. Change it. I mean, if it's not exciting you and you're not excited to say it and it's not spicy enough, then spice it up. Add your goal inside of there. Tell them what you're doing. For Sierra, I'd say, this is helping me pay for my wedding, and I'm so excited about that. Like, tell them because people want to support you. Next thing is your skincare class, your body of your skincare class. So all the products. Then referral game and cleanup.
I have a question.
Yes.
So how would you do like a referral game for like if it's just a 101? Like how would you just ask for referrals or like?
Yeah. So I just say, oh my God, like, I'm just cleaning up. I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna clean up really quick. And so on the back of your profile card, I'm giving away a ton of $25 gift cards this month. And if you have any family or friends that you'd like to put in it, I would love to meet them. And it's the best compliment that you can give me and to help me grow my business. That's literally all I say. And they just sit there and they fill it out. Even if they put like 4 or 5 names on it, I'm pretty happy because that's like 4 or 5 fishbowl leads that I didn't get. And then I always take a picture with them and I say, hey, can I take a picture with you just so that they don't think I'm like an alien or anything. Did you watch Leah's new consultant hangout yet?
Which one was that?
The boot camp?
Boot camp or no?
Yeah. That one will be very helpful for you. When you get registered, that's what she's teaching you.
Oh, okay.
Exactly what to say and what to say to them. I know Sierra did it and she is like have a ton of parties on her books. So yeah, when you get a chance, we'll get you registered for that. Then marketing. Tell them a little bit about the Mary Kay opportunity. If you don't want to do the whole purse game, just tell them like, okay, so I'm just going to take 1 minute. I'm going to tell you really quickly why I started Mary Kay and a quick fact about it. We make 50% of everything we sell. Tell them like quick bullet points if you don't know everything. Or tell them why you started and what it's going to do for you. Other people want to attach to that. They think that's exciting. And then right after that, this is crucial. And this is mostly where consultants don't do. They don't do the individual close. You guys chicken out. I'm going to call you out on it. You chicken out. You're like, I'm too scared to ask her to buy something. Aku is not. She's like, girl. I'm not afraid to tell you. You need this. I'm just kidding. No, but if you are that person that's shying down from that, you're being selfish. Because I have had, in the beginning of my business, one woman said to me, you didn't even ask me if I wanted to purchase something. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't. Because listen, what I was doing in my head, I was assuming she didn't have money. And how rude is that?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to a store dressed kind of crappy, like a nice store, like at the Michael Kors outlet, and you're wearing like your sweats and your 2-year-old is like throwing up on you? Well, I have. And they don't talk to me. They just walk right past me and they act like I'm like, I have money. I was going to buy something. And then I'm like, I'm out. Like, I'm good. And that's completely rude because you don't know how much money they have in their bank account. Stop assuming and stop prejudging. I treat every woman the same. There have been people that have come into this studio or come into my house or I've been in their house. And I kind of swear to God, like, this woman is buying nothing. I mean, I'm in her trailer right now. I don't think she has money for this. And well, bam, she pulls out $300 and is like, I want everything. And then that's when God slaps me in the face and says, stop it. You don't know their story. And so I think when you were asking, like, how do you not feel, just treat everyone the same and ask them all the same questions and become polished with those questions. And when I say the questions, I'm talking about the closing questions. I ask the same 4 questions to every woman that I come across, or man. And so, how does your skin feel? Or no, did you have fun tonight? How does your skin feel? And I touch my face. These are very simple. Number 3, what did you like tonight that you wanted to, or no, number 3, this is what I say. What was your favorite product tonight? I'm sorry, what was your favorite product tonight? This is my gateway. She's going to tell me like, I loved everything, or I just like that vitamin C serum, or I love the lip set. And then I say, awesome, okay, so out of everything you loved, what sets did you want to take home with you off of the set sheets? Brittany, is this what yours sounds like?
No, like literally driving over here, Sierra was like, I don't know how to close. I was like, 4 questions. And it was like word for word.
So she pays, okay? Then you write up the sales slip, okay? She's gonna say, I like set A. And you have set A right there on your set sheet. Brittany, we need to email her the set sheets also.
I told her I have a couple.
Good. Okay, yeah, because I'm like, Brittany she made a color one too, which is awesome. We need to did we post that on our unit page yet? Can we have it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Can we like borrow yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does somebody like email me like every
I'll post
day if I don't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it
you're
because
good.
like, I'm busy?
Just whatever.
I have it. I'll post it.
Oh, okay, I made a post it. Okay. Okay,
The
so
color one.
let me get through this really fast. So 3rd question, you write up the sales slip, okay? I seriously ask this to every person. Now here's the deal. Number 3, your job is not to just write her off and say, oh, she didn't buy anything, bye. No. I ask her, Brittany, if money wasn't an issue, because what's going to happen is she's going to say, yes, I want set A, C, and E. And I'm like, cool, just write it up. Don't ask any other questions. And then on top of that, how to upsell, this is where you're going to do it in number 3, is, okay, so we have this all written down. Are you good on like your mascara, eye makeup remover? And she's going to say, yes, no. Okay, cool. All right, so I have this written down. And then the last thing I noticed is you got the Miracle set. And you can get a foundation for only $15. Did you want me to add that on for you? Boom. So come up with little specials in your head. Upsell her. Get her on a new something like lip mask or whatever. That's how I upsell them. And I make up like a little special in my head. There's no magical thing. I literally make it up. I'm just like, because whatever she liked, I want her to add it on. Just add on something else, okay? And I make a deal for her. So I do give her that upsell for a little bit of a steal. They do that at Macy's. Like, did you want to add one more item for 20% off? Yeah. So that's that. Now, in that number 3, now, or what is she going to act like? She's going to say, she's being kind of weird. Okay, so you just act confident, you treat everyone the same, and you say, okay, so we have 2 options. I'm kind of, Kate, can I ask you a question? She's gonna say yes. I'm saying, it kind of sounds like, is it like a financial thing for you? And then she's gonna say yes. I'm saying, girl, I totally get it. When I came to my first Mary Kay appointment, I wanted everything, and like, I just knew my budget wasn't gonna allow for that. Is that kind of how you're feeling? Yes. Don't just be like, girl, you broke. That's okay. So I actually lower my voice at that time.
Yeah.
And I say, let's work this out. Like, what if we did half today and then the other half at your next paycheck? Would that make it more helpful for you? Yes. Okay. And what I have right now too is if you do half today, you can actually earn that other half for free by just holding a facial party with your best 3 girlfriends. Did you want to earn that second half for free, or did you want to just do both payments?
Oh yeah, I can find that.
Okay, perfect. So you'll get like $60 in free product for just holding a facial with your best 3 friends. And I'll coach you on how to make sure they all come and everything.
Turning that other half into
Make money off of it. Like, if she's being resilient, do something with that. That's like ammo for me. I'm excited when they're broke. I'm not like, oh, I only sold $10. I'm like, I'm going to make her hustle for me. Or I'm going to give her a silent hostess packet to take to her office and get all the ladies to buy 1 mascara. 1 mascara times 7 is a lot of money in your pocket. Boom. Okay, so that's that. And then the 4th question is, okay, Kate, so we need to set up your color appointment. This is where I come to you. I teach you everything about color. We play in my color palette. I am not like Miss Professional, but what I do know is that you will love our makeup, and it is amazing. And literally, I'll bring everything. I'll teach you what I know and just give you that fresh spring look. Are weekdays or weekends best for you? Weekends, perfect. Okay, does this Saturday work for you at like 11?
Sunday?
Sunday at, okay, I have 10:30 or 12:30? 12:30, okay. And now we can do this one of 2 ways. First way is I come, we just play in color. Everything you want that day is 100%, like you just buy it full price. The other thing you can do is you get to go on a 50% off shopping spree with me that day when you have at least 2 friends join you at your color appointment. Which way did you want to do?
50%.
Cool. Okay, sounds good. So what I'll do is I'll confirm with you. I just need the names and phone numbers of the people you're inviting so I can contact them and get their skin type and kind of help them out. Now, if those names and phone numbers don't show up that she gave me, what do you do with them?
Give them gift cards.
You say, hey, I'm sorry you couldn't make it to Kate's on Sunday, but she had a $20 gift card to give to any of her friends who couldn't make it, and she wanted one of them to go to you. And she's going to say, oh my God, thank you. And she's not going to be like, no, I don't want it, because it sounds like a gift from Kate.
Yeah.
And done. Those are my 4 magical questions. Yes.
I was just gonna say that I've actually had people tell me that they weren't interested in getting the gift card, even if it was from their friends. I was like,
I'm talking about a friend that was invited to a party who like was coming. Who was like literally coming to the party. Like she was on her way and her dog threw up and she couldn't come. That kind of friend.
Yeah.
If she was literally coming and they said
yeah.
Well, then she sucks and you don't get to meet with her, and I don't want you to.
I love you.
So you say bye, Felicia.
You don't want this.
I'm not gonna waste my time on that. Huh?
Wrinkles to her.
Yeah, I have so many leads. It's not. I mean, I'm not gonna cry over one person that says no. I have 15 more people to text. So that's how you always want to use the referral game. So like Sierra's talking about that today. She said the math is 100% like what Leah said it would be. It's about 1 in 6 that's booking with her. So I'm planning on 5 people to say no to me. I understand that, but I'm still gonna use those leads and say I'm sorry you couldn't make it. Like let's get together. So yeah. Question.
I really had a question on the individual closes. When you have like a group of people and you say everything you're supposed to say to get them to their individual close, but they literally do not want to leave their friend and they were like, well, let's just do it together. Like, what do you say? Because I've had
Perfect.
that happen
Then I
a
just
lot.
do it. I'm not gonna
Just do
sit
it?
there and argue with them.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
never
I
argue with anybody.
I just ask, like,
Yeah.
I've done it with cousins.
You never argue with the
daughters,
client, so yeah.
But, and then I've had some friends where they just don't.
Look, if
wanna
you're
leave
just
it.
like panties in your wad and you're like, no, we have to do it individually. They're not gonna buy anything because you just scared them. So
Right.
I just say, okay, that's fine. Come on back. That's cool. Whatever.
Okay.
And then I make them both buy the same thing, and I make them play off of each other.
Okay.
So then I say, Sarah, did you like Susie's foundation? Doesn't it look awesome? And she's like, yeah, it looks really good. I make them play off of each other.
Okay. Oh, I need this. Oh, hey, you should get that. And
Yeah.
I think about
Okay.
Yeah, you really, you have this body, but if it goes another way, you gotta go with it.
Right.
You can't be like
And I
Miss
usually
Scary
do.
K lady, like, hey, no, that's not how we do it. Like, but what I'm saying is this order is made for a reason, and you know how it works when it's worked correctly.
Right.
But don't get thrown off if it can't work that way, because you know how to pivot. So
Well, right, and I didn't know if there was like a different wording I could use or anything like that.
No,
So I
that just means they're
played with
comfortable
it.
with each other hearing what they're buying and stuff. So that's fine. Yeah. Or I make them both sign up, so that's perfect too. And then question number 5 would just be like, I noticed you were a B on your card. You need to schedule your coffee appointment. Or she's an A. You get your phone out right then and there, and you make her fill out that agreement right there. You don't say like, no, well, let's talk to my director for 5 minutes. Even if she says A, she signs then, and I will do all the details with her afterwards. Okay? So don't make it extra complicated. Just be easy. Keep it simple, silly. Okay? So that is everything I have for you. Closing sheets are a must, and then set up the color appointment always. Very last thing I'm going to finish with. I'm so sorry we're running a bit behind, but we started late. The last thing I want to tell you, I want you to go on one page of your notebook paper and in huge writing. I want you to write yourself, and we're going to make this our new tradition every Friday. So this coming Friday, you need to set a reminder in your phone. You're going to send me your paycheck amount from the previous week. Your paycheck, Mary Kay paycheck amount. This national sales director has done it for years, and in her unit, all of her consultants send their Mary Kay paycheck amount to her. So what you're going to do right now on your notebook paper is you're going to write yourself a paycheck from Mary Kay in a huge number. You're going to say, Brittany Taglieri, how much is your paycheck from Mary Kay this week? You don't have to answer. So when you wrote down your sales on the thing from the past week, how much money profit did you make from Mary Kay this week? Write down that. Like, pretend like you're writing yourself a fake paycheck. Not fake, it's real. We need to start doing this more. We need to start focusing on our profit and then not being satisfied with it. If it's not what you want, then next week it needs to be higher. So if you sold $880 at Kua, your paycheck is $440 for the week. Yay! I like that one. That's like a couple of nails and hair and Starbucks. And are you happy with this number? If your paycheck is 0, like if I was your boss, or if you had a boss in Mary Kay and you were really working this like a job, would you still be employed by doing what you're doing? Would you be fired? You're not supposed to answer it out loud. I'm just kidding. But if you're not happy with this, then move it up. It's got to go up next week. Because you guys need to get paid. Like, you got to start using this like a business and making money off of it because it's incredibly lucrative.
I did my backwards.
Okay,
I'm tired.
so we got that. We're done. Now the last thing is the bubble sheet, and then we're out the door. The bubble sheet is something that is extremely incredible. And Brittany wants us all to turn these in every week. Brittany, you told me, right?
I did.
Yeah. So Brittany thought it would be a good idea for all of us to turn these in every week. I asked her what we should do at our meetings to, make it a little different. And she said that she feels like it would be fun for everybody to do the bubble sheet all week long. And then every week for recognition, I will reward you when you do all of this square. So I'll have a little prize for you every week when you have that filled out completely.
It started out as recognition for how many no's can you get.
Yes, and we're gonna do, you'll get recognition for how many no's you have for that week.
Based on this.
So the bubble sheet is, and you're gonna take it, no matter how many you have printed out at home, I want you to put this on the front of your binder right now. You're not gonna say like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll print it. You're gonna do it now. And so this is how many people you contact. Brittany, can you explain it?
Okay, so when you sit down to do your booking call, your 1 hour booking call a week or whatever per day, so you can do multiple of these a week, but at least one. You write her name on the line, and then you call her, don't text her, call her. And if you have to leave a message, you put a slash through it, And then if you speak to them, you put an X through it, and then when you book the appointment, you fill it in completely.
I love that. Okay.
And a lot of
what if-
times, like, I'll write the date and the time next to my filled in bubble.
Perfect. And then on the back, I want you guys to write down the word bath really quickly. BATH. And bath stands for booking. B stands for booking. A stands for affirmation. T stands for training. And H stands for hotline. Every day this week, your goal, this is going to be our challenge for the week. Your goal is to do the mental bath every day with your bubble sheet. So every time you go to your bubble sheet to contact somebody, you are going to do the mental bath every day. So you're going to get a booking a day. Your goal is to get one booking a day. That is so powerful. The next thing you're going to do is affirm yourself once a day. Just say like, gosh, you look hot today, or whatever. Like tell yourself something good about yourself in the mirror. T is you're going to get a training. You're going to listen to a training online, and I'm going to give you guys the link on our Facebook page today for the place I want you to go for that. And then H stands for hotline, and Kelsey is going to post below that post the $1 Million Message hotline, and everybody can listen to it. Okay, sorry we ran late. We're done for the night. Okay, everybody, bye. Yeah. Okay, so BATH. So you're going to do a mental bath. Basically, this is going to keep your mind right and cleansed. When you don't take a bath, you start to get kind of raunchy or shower. And so we don't want you feeling raunchy in your Mary Kay business. So BATH. And seriously, you do it every day this week. I will have a prize for you next week at the meeting when Michelle is here. Okay? So BATH, one booking a day, you fill this out. Make sense? Okay, you guys have a powerful week. I'm so sorry that we went over, but we are done now. Bye.